Peace, 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 brothers and sisters, gods and goddesses, kings and queens. This is part 2 of the series. The series is Black Man, Black Woman, Who Should We Date in the Melinne Race? And is language, does language matter? When we all supposed to be from the dark melanin race. I'm SHU AMUN RA, and this is class. Listen here, you ain't gonna get class like this. I don't care what church you go to, not to degrade any churches, because if you getting a reconstruct and your mind is being reconstructed out of the system of things, and you are now becoming to know thyself and know what's going on in the world, and you're open-minded, your third eye, 7 chakras, however we want to dig into this, of the human anatomy and the wonders of the human body, the wonders of the human mind. If you change it to be a better human being, basically you're becoming a god on earth. And if you don't think you're a god on earth, then you don't believe in the Creator, because the Creator made you in the image of blackness. Do your research. Melanin. Melanin is in space. Melanin is in the ocean. Melanin is on everybody on the planet. Some people just got 1%. Some people got 100%. Do your research. All right. We're going to get into it. Before I get into it, you know how I get down. I got to let you know, because it's eyes that watch the program. And people get misunderstood very quickly. And they get very emotional very fast. So, let me break it down quickly, because I'm only going to say it once in the first video. After that, if you catch the third or fourth video, and you don't understand, you need to go to the first video, which is this one. All right. I'm not your preacher. I'm not your pastor. I'm not your reverend. I'm not your minister. I'm not your archaeologist. I'm not your astronomer. I'm not your social studies teacher. I'm not your mathematician. I'm not a science teacher. I don't go on expeditions where we need to do. I need to go. But what I am is your messenger. All my opinions, my research on the things I choose a topic. What I do from there is I spew out this information to you. You don't gotta follow me. I don't look for views. That's why you see my views are small. That's for those who decide they want to watch the program. Because my mission is one pebble that drop in the pond will leave a ripple effect. That's all I care about. It's transforming the minds of my people. Because guess what? We're knee deep. We're knee deep. And we got to hold ourselves accountable for our issues and our problems of today's society. Everybody else, everybody can't make it. I'm going to tell you that right now. Everybody can't make it. You know why? Because they choose not to. Don't get it twisted. Please get your papers, your pencils. I always tell you that every Sunday. You gotta jot down your notes. I already started dropping my notes down. Yeah, I mean, you know how I get down. Those who's been watching my videos, I will be showing you videos. Those videos is basically cross-reference of what I'm talking about. So you won't think I'm just talking out my behind. From time to time, you probably hear foul language here and there. So I'll say excuse me, and you'll probably hear me say excuse me for the foul language. I'm not gonna explain why I do foul language. We all use foul language from time to time. But to get into what we're talking about, We're talking about the black man and the black woman. And what kind of relationship they've got, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Also, dating the melanin race. Does language matter? Basically, if somebody's from Cuba and they speak Cuban, but they dark as me or darker than me, she's a beautiful woman, hypothetically. And is it wrong for me to date a Cuban woman? But she's from the melanin race. But she's dark skinned. Doesn't matter. A Cuban woman that happen to be a mulatto, a Creole, or she's light skinned. But she's from Cuba for the melanin race. Is that a problem? Is that a problem? This is what we gotta understand and find out. And maybe, excuse me, maybe this is why so many of our people are not finding the people that match with them. Meaning that your relationship is not being found and tuned. But in my first chapter in this series, I broke it down. And I'm gonna give you a recap real quick. I went from hair. I went from tribal islands where people you can't just go on the islands, they can kill you. I wanted to show you that black people have blonde hair, blue eyes. They were trying to, the scientists were trying to prove that from the colonizing, this is where they got the blue eyes and blonde hair. They found out that's not what it is. It's a mutation. It was a mutation. But if you don't know, you don't know. If you don't do your research, you're just going to believe, whatever they put on the TV set. And another thing, we was also discussing in the first series, how the mother is very important. The mother is very important in her relationship with her mother. With her daughter, excuse me. That was also talked about. And that baby girl that's growing up in a household, if the mother's disrespecting the father, she watches that. And she sees that. These are many problems that we have in our community. Have the women sit up there and disrespect the man behind his back and she disrespected to the point that the baby girl is watching this. The reason why we're using that as the first vocal point is because the woman is the carrier of civilization. I'll say it again. The woman is the carrier of the civilization. She is the point. She's not the vocal point, because the vocal point is the man. The man has the power. The man is the provider. The man is the warrior. But she and her role in life is very important, because she carries the seed of the man. She carries the seed inside her womb. And as she carried the seed, she nourished the baby inside her womb. The man ain't got nothing to do with that. He could talk to the baby on the outside, but the mother gives her all the power and the strength and the nutrition. Let's stop playing games. But fathers, don't get it twisted. Don't think I'm going to leave you out. Because in this series, we'll be talking about you a lot. Don't get it twisted. Because see, a lot of you guys, you watch my videos, you hear me talking about women and stuff like that. But I also talk about you men. Because you part of the problem. You going out here having sex with all these women and thinking your penis is God's greatest planet on this. I'm gifted to this planet. You know what I mean? Your penis is used to multiply. That's what your penis is here for. Multiply. Your penis ain't here to hypnotize these women, especially when their mind is already corrupted. Their mind is corrupted through religion. Their mind is corrupted through politics. Their mind is corrupted by money. Their mind is corrupted by sex. You know this because you corrupted. Let's don't get it twisted. So we're going to jump in here and read The Woman's Guide to Understand the Black Man. We're about to drop it like it's hot right now. I want to get in here right now. Bear with me, brothers and sisters, gods and goddesses, kings and queens. You ready? Now, I hope that some of you have this book. I told y'all before to get these books. When I bring these books out, I'm not bringing these books because I feel good about it. To show you. I'm telling you so you can follow me. You understand? But if you don't, pay attention. Here we go. Trying to identify the black man or to get them to uniformly identify themselves is quite complicated. The cause of this complication is his overall unfamiliarity with the exact origin, aims, and purpose. Some of them spew vicious definitions and views about who they are. Over the past 50 years or so, they have changed their titles several times, so it's obvious that they are periodically undecided about who they are. And unable to settle on a word that apply and portrays who they wish to be. They have been called nigger. They be called niggas. They be calling them nigga. Or negras, and claim that they do not like the label. They still tend to use this term with each other's vocalating between using it to express fondness or as an insult. Later they refer themselves as colored. By order of the more educated among them, they settle for Negro. Hey brother, Negro. For a short time. As years passed, they outlined another references contrary to their previous position of claiming they hated the term. They, after much prompting, preferred to be recognized as black. As the years progressed and they became more politically astute to their selecting the modern term of Afro-American. Basically the upper class people who go to school, went to college and institutions, so they feel in a higher learning, I'm above all that. The latest preferences to answer to being an Afro-American or just African. He does not seem to be primarily concerned with locating the place of his beginning. He seemingly is satisfied with the settle on the African continent as his homeland. It has proven, in part, particularly, to question them as a group regarding their identity and the closest they come to being unfulfilled is to collectively state, I am a black man. And they deem this answer to be sufficient to define for their woman and the world who they are and what their need consists of. Now, brothers and sisters, gods and goddesses, the black man. Identity crisis. Big time problem for the black man. He has identity crisis because literally, if you call some people black, they're going to get upset and go, I'm not black. I am from Nigeria. You get some black men, you go, I'm not black. I'm from Dominican Republic. You get some black people to sit there and say, yo, man, don't be calling me black, man. I'm American, man. Some black people sit there and say, I'm African. They literally take the word black and they get upset about that. The word black. Of course, if you look in the dictionary, the word black has a lot of meanings, especially in the negative category. Look in your books, put the word black, write it down. We can use that later on. The word black is important. Excuse me. Black is used for the color of our skin or identification. Okay, bear with me. Okay, so now we got that out. We got that out the way, right? We got the black man. He's into the battle of trying to find himself. Don't get it twisted because you are. Okay, I was like that. Ain't nothing to be ashamed about. Ain't nothing to be ashamed trying to find your identity. It's not the shame. But what we have done, as the book is being told, as I read and being told, is that a lot of us should just stop. Well, we from Africa. 30 years ago, black people wasn't even calling themselves African. Well, let me put it this way. Not all American melanin people was identifying themselves as African. They were identifying themselves as Native American. They was calling themselves Indian, even though the proper word Indian, that's not our word. That's the word they use in the European colonies that came down here and here in North and South America. They started calling, they got to name everybody according to their likeness. Now, we know they're indigenous peoples and they do have real names, and a lot of the names that they was using as a Navajo, Apache, you got Apache, Navajos, Sumanos, and so on and so forth. Now, these not the original names to these indigenous people that was here in South and North America. No. Now, the reason why I am stating that is because that was one of the identification that we used to use 30, 40 years ago, even before I was born. I'm born in the 60s. So, black man, you and I both know that there was identification, clarification problem. Until we met up or face to face with the Nation of Islam, when you had the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who brought the Nation of Islam here, okay, here in the 5 boroughs of New York, Chicago, and all other places, but mainly it was Detroit. I believe it was Detroit first. Now, so if I'm wrong, like I said, do your research. So what I'm doing is scatting around. So when this great man, and I will say it again, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is a great man. I'm not a Muslim, but I'm telling you he's a great man, because when a man is trying to bring up his people and out of their weakness, of their old, their lower self, that takes courage and beyond his state of mind to say, I need to make a change for my people, whether you like it or not. But a lot of black people, especially a lot of black men, that was in a higher state, meaning in the education world, in these institutions, and some of these extinguished institutions, decided they didn't want to do that simple fact because they was afraid, because they didn't know the Nation of Islam. They didn't know Muslim. They didn't understand it. And our family was one of them. So I'm not going to sit here and act like our family wasn't one of them, and they was. Now, because my mother is a Jehovah's Witness, and Jehovah's Witness / Christian, because that's what it is. And, and if you dig deep into Jehovah's Witness, that ain't nothing but a cult. Because if you go back in their history, black people wasn't even invited into their organization until later on. Simple fact, because it was all about currency, dealing with resources and money. And plus, they didn't have a lot, and Jehovah's Witnesses was a lack of people that had joined the organization. So what do? You go to black people. When you go to the black family and they go start joining, guess what? Everybody else gonna follow suit. Now, not to jump off the course, brothers and sisters, gods and goddesses, kings and queens, but the black man, you are head of the household. You are the head. And you decide you want to have a family and you want to sit up in here and don't know who the hell you are, and how you going to spear out that information to your family? How is this? These are one of the issues that we have in our community to this day here in 2018. Where is the black man? What is he doing? Let's make a point. Point is this. It's not a great percentage. Okay, let's write this down. It's not a great percentage. It is not a great percentage. It's not a great percentage. It's probably about, I'm looking at about a good 35% out of the household. Yes, pay attention. Black man is not in the household. Now, when I say out of the household, I mean he stayed with his wife, or if he had a girlfriend, he stayed with her, they got married, and they had children and so on and so forth. It's not as high as the society, the whitewashed system of things, want you to believe. It's not that high. Trust me, it's not. It's just that a lot of people want to be single. And the reason why a lot of people want to be single, because they want to have fun. Not only just that, let's make it clear that a lot of people want to be single simply because they're selfish. Let's make it clear. So in our communities, we have a lot of single people. But the problem is they shack up with each other, and it looks like they are married. Mentally, psychologically, physically, and financially. So, this is another issue that we have. We got a lot of people shacking up, but they don't want to take responsibility of once these kids start popping up. Then all of a sudden hell break loose because now you're dealing with responsibility that you didn't have to deal with because you can go in and out the house anytime you want. And then the woman is looking at her man like, yo, you my man. You my protector. He like, what do you mean protector? Where are we coming from with all that? Now he's got to spend his money called resources. Well, let's take a guess. You laid in the bed with her. You walking around claiming this is my woman. Don't look at her. She's mine. I'm fucking her. Excuse my language. Huh? You letting everybody know that. Now reality sets in. Now all of a sudden, we got a problem. We got issues. Huh? Oh yeah. Let me go to the clip. It's time to go to the clip. Black man and your issues. Peace.
It's a difference between a black man and a lost nigga. It's easy to drop out of school and sell drugs and pull triggers. Or you flossing in the hood with your Gucci belts. I'm sorry, I gotta tell you the truth. You my brother, but you a lost nigga. It costs pennies to make those Jordans you sporting. But you stand in a line to pay triple for 'em. And the ones that can't afford them might rob, but eat. Back then we was a slave. Still today they putting niggas in the cage. They say we in the last days. It's time to take a stand. Drawing lines in the sand between the black man and what they showed you on the TV. Programming of the human brain. Ignorance, but the truth is how we make a change. War cry, war cry, war cry, war cry. I got something else to say. We all don't sell drugs, take a second now, listen. I'm from the hood, from the streets, I ain't never been to prison. I seen the same trap being black, and I know that we all got choices. I could rap about killing, nah, I'd rather rap about healing and how to keep drugs out the system and how to keep a thug out the system. See, we all ain't criminals. See, they handing out the next sentence. Take a child from his father and now he wishing that he had a father figure. Now he looking up the lost niggas. Now he a savage, started making our youth addicted. Now cops use us for target practice. Corporations, they make products and target at us. You see, it don't pay to be a lost nigga. From a black man, I am not a lost nigga.
Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own?
All right, y'all. Hope you wrote that down. I mean, you didn't write it, but you watch it. I'm gonna drop another quick video. Very, it's gonna be short, and then I'm gonna see you on part 2. Get ready, cause I'm telling you, I'm dropping it. This is the part 2 series, and I'll say it again. It's the black man and the black woman. Who should we be dating in the melanin race? And does language have a problem? We're going to get deep into all these different issues and try to figure things out together. This is why we need to have these classes. Let me drop this next video, Malcolm X style.
That as long as a white man does it, it's all right. A black man is supposed to have no feelings. But when a black man strikes back, he's an extremist. He's supposed to sit passively and have no feelings, be nonviolent, and love his enemy. No matter what kind of attack, be it verbal or otherwise, he's supposed to take it. But if he stands up and in any way tries to defend himself, then he's an extremist.
Here's another short clip, but this is with Denzel Washington playing Malcolm X, the prison scene. Wake up, brothers and sisters. It's gonna drop it like it's hot. Here we go.
I know how you feel. Like you want to lay down and die. I brought you something.
Yeah, I don't need no more favors from you.
It's nutmeg. Put it in the water. You need something to get the monkey off your back. It's not cocaine, but it'll help some. Drink it slow. Stuff is strong.
So what's your hype, huh?
I can show you how to get out of prison. And there's no hype.
Yeah, well, talk, Daddy. Yo, I'm listening. Hey, this ain't bad. You got some more?
It's the last fix I'm giving you.
So what you give it to me for then, huh?
Because you needed it. Because you couldn't hear me without it. Nigga, get on out of my face. I think you got more sense than any cat in this prison. Why the hell don't you use it? You can't bust out of here like they do in the movies. Because even if you get out, you're still in prison.
Yeah, you ain't lying there.
You go busting your fist against a stone wall. You're not using your brain. That's what the white man wants you to do. Look at you, putting all that poison in your head.
I think you've been in prison too long, my man, because everybody on the outside counts.
Why? Why does everybody on the outside come?
Because they don't want to walk around with a nappy head looking like...
Looking like what? Like me? Like a nigger? Why don't you want to look like what you are? What makes you ashamed of being black?
Let me tell you something, I'm not ashamed of being anything. You better get your hands off me, I got to wash this out.
Let it burn.
Nigga, get your hands off of me.
Go on, burn yourself, pain yourself. Put all that poison in your hair, in your body, trying to be white.
I don't hear all this shit.
I thought you were smart. But you just another one of those cats strutting down the avenue in your clown suit with all that meth on you, looking like a monkey. The white man sees you and laughs. He laughs because he knows you ain't white.
Man, who are you?
No, the question is, who are you? Well, I'll tell you. You are lost in the darkness. But Elijah Muhammad has come to bring you into the light. Elijah Muhammad can get you out of prison. Out of the prison of your mind. But maybe all you want is another fix.
Oh, I know that was explosive. You wasn't expecting nothing like that, right? You wasn't expecting that scene of and Denzel Washington playing Malcolm X in that prison scene when the brother came up to him and told him, I thought you was, you got more sense than the catch that's in prison. So we got a lot of brothers that's like that. Here in 2018, yeah, we do. You know what I'm saying? We have to reconstruct those minds. But I'll see you in part 2 of the series, The Black Man, The Black Woman. Who should we be dating in the melanin race? And does language have a problem?